There is already a great book that talks about all the hatred that the Latino community has towards Black people, and it's called Defectors: The Rise of the Latino Far Right and What It Means for America. This book needs to be read by every Latino, especially Dominicans. My people, I'm talking to you. The anti-Blackness that we have in our community because of the trauma of being colonized by Spain and, mejorar la raza, and the whiter you are, the more you're respected. Paola Ramos does a great job of breaking that down. Honestly, in this book, I was not prepared for how much she goes in on Dominicans specifically. The amount of Dominicans who themselves are Black and will say, no, I'm not U.S. Black, I'm white Black from the Caribbean. And I know I'm going on Dominicans right now, but this happens way too often in our communities as Latinos, where most of our population or our ancestors come from enslaved people, but we deny them or believe that Black Americans cannot move up the racial hierarchy the way Black Latinos can. And one more thing I will say about Dominicans, there are right-wing groups in the United States, white supremacist groups, who are looking at the Dominican Republic and what they're doing to Haitians, to Dominicans who are Black, to U.S. citizens who go to Dominican Republic who are Black and are praising the Dominican Republic and all its anti-Blackness. So please read this book. It is vital for our community to read this, and also for us in our everyday life, for that anytime somebody says anything slightly anti-Black, to check them fucking hard, because we need to expout that kind of ideology out of our community hard. We are stronger together, and also we are Black, we are Indigenous, we are a mix of all marginalized types, and we need to acknowledge that and not try and get closer to our whiteness. Fuck that shit.
Something, oh my God, oh my God. I hope you can hear this. It sounds like gorillas fighting in the tree. They're breaking limbs bigger around than me. I've never seen anything like it in my life. This is the second time I've come over here. And the first time when I got up under them trying to figure out what it was, they started breaking limbs off and throwing them at me. And I still cannot figure out what it is. Look, they're ruining this freaking place. What in God's name is it? It's bigger than me, whatever it is. Because it's breaking limbs off that it would take me 2 minutes to saw. Look, see, he's coming right above me right here. He's fixing to throw something at me, whatever it is. Yeah, they don't like you messing with them. Look. What in God's name is going on? Look, that's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down.
Put a finger down if you went to go spend the holidays with your girlfriend's family, with her mom, her sister, her aunt, her grandma. You guys are all conversating, eating food, drinking, having a great time. At one point, you and your girlfriend go up with her little sister up into her bedroom and are just looking all the things in her room, saying it's so cool, it's a new room. And your girlfriend's aunt comes up. This is the first time you're ever meeting your girlfriend's aunt. She is 40 years old. And out of nowhere, she comes and gives you a right hook while you're sitting down, and she charges at you. At this point, you pass out. Once you hit the floor, you open your eyes up real quick, and you see that you're being dragged by your hair. Your girlfriend is grabbing her own aunt off of you and then puts her into a chokehold until EMS arrives and takes everyone's witness and stories. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
They must be taking a chunk of the sun and putting it into people's headlights in these brand new cars, because I literally cannot see when I'm driving at night because people's headlights are so freaking bright. And it was so bad. Just this year I went to the doctor to see if I had an astigmatism. I asked them to please test me for an astigmatism because I couldn't even see the road in front of me because people's lights to me were so bright. I thought, oh, there must be something wrong with me. I don't have an astigmatism. I don't. My vision is actually fine. I think they are putting 17,000 LED lights into people's bright lights, and the lights aren't even on bright. They're not even turned on bright yet. Today, I literally flicked my bright lights at somebody to have them turn their bright lights off, and when they turned their bright lights on, I was like, oh, I'm embarrassed because I told you to turn them off. They weren't even on. That's how bright their regular headlights were. What? And if anybody is like into cars or car manufacturing, tell me. You have to know that they're putting brighter lights in people's headlights because these LED lights, I'm telling you, I literally cannot see the road in front of me at night. Don't let it be raining. Don't let it be raining.
Baby, they said I'm back home. Have I ever left home, baby?
You never left.
I just went and got another spot. Yeah, I can't bring them hoes to this house.
Tell them this is where I know where you be.
This is where she know where I be. So what I did, now I went and got me and Dewberry in a spot where we can, you don't want to hold your husband me. Bitch, yeah, that's the playhouse, you hear? So this is what rich niggas get. When they get money, rich niggas now with one job, better not go get no playhouse. So she put the Lord on me. And before you know it, I'm running back home, getting up under her to my baby. I'm sick.
Yeah.
And so she get all the cold medicine, the electrolytes, and doctor me back up. Do you care if she cheated on you? No, because I ain't gonna never know. Yeah, I got the kind of woman go make sure she getting every way. I ain't gonna never know. And I'm the kind of, I ain't gonna be snooping to look. Because I know what I done. When you, see, that's the difference. See, that's how relationship lasts 40, 50 years. Number one, you have to know who you marry. You have to know who you marry so it ain't no surprise when this person end up being the kind of person you didn't know. She know what kind she married, and I know what kind of woman I married. My wife don't drink or smoke, so she got you whole beat. My wife ain't never drink or smoke. My wife don't know what it feel like to be drunk because of her profession and what she do for a living. My wife holds all type of licenses and government licenses and has, so she can't. So no. Don't worry about what I put on my. It's been this comment section trying to tell me what to do with my baby. Yeah. So no. See, my wife don't. Not only do my wife don't drink or smoke, my wife ain't never been inside of a strip club. She asked me one time, baby, will you take me to a strip club? I said no, because why would I want to put those spirits on my wife? Most of the strip club been overdone this, abused. No. So why would I want my wife to enter into that demonic world and she ain't never been? So no, baby, I'm not taking you. You don't need to see what's inside there.
Open the box, girl. You take too long. Open the box. Yep. You playing?
Yeah.
You for real?
Kayla.
You for real?
Why are you tweaking me here?
You lying.
Huh?
Did you open yours?
Ain't no. You lying. You lying.
I might want to go outside and see.
Let's go.
You got the Impala.
Excuse me. Where my feet?
Hey, you gonna start crying. Wait, it's too
So, one of the main things that I've tried to cover for oh so long on this platform has been DV. And no matter the instance, it doesn't matter if it happened by way of, if it happened to children, if it happened to women, if it happened to men, and no matter the relationship, I've always tried to cover it. But the one thing that I've always found very problematic is that when I cover these issues, it seems as though that people, I'm talking about everybody, only seem to care when it's a black man that is at the forefront. He is the causation. He is everything surrounding and about the problem, right? And the victim is a black woman. But in this instance, when I've shown these types of situations, and you have a black woman who visibly has gone through this, and she is clearly showing this on video, and then she showed who the attacker was. What I've noticed is that a lot of the people who like to speak up and they want to bark the loudest when it's a black man that committed these horrendous acts never have the same energy at all when it is a woman committing these acts against another woman, especially if it's happening to a black woman, or especially if it's a black woman who committed this on another woman or another black woman. For whatever reason, people want to go deaf, dumb, blind when it deals with those types of situations or conversations, which for me, it's pretty weird, because I thought the whole thing was to love and to care, to cherish, to value, to respect black women in their totality. It doesn't matter the relationship. But even when it deals with black women, right, wanting to speak up and defend black women, they're definitely silent on issues like this. They're definitely silent on relationships like this. And some of these women could easily be your mother. They could be your aunt. They could be your sister. They could be your daughter. They could be your granddaughter. They could be your best friend. But it seems as though the only time, again, as I've stated before, the only time that it's problematic, the only time that people want to speak up is if the face of it is a black man. If that's the number one identifier, because that's the go-to, right? Black men are the end all to be all when it deals with crime, when it deals with anything violent going on, right? They are the only and the main causations. If anybody else does it, it's whatever. But if it's a black man, we really gotta start talking about it. We gotta start getting the community active on it. And the main thing that I've tried to tell people before is that if you allow these things to slip by, what I mean by that is when you have women committing these acts and you're allowing this to slip by because it's women performing these acts, it's going to get worse. Because you're not even giving a slap on the wrist. You're not even really trying to highlight the problem or the issue. And I've tried to tell people this for quite some time, for many, many years, for hundreds of videos. And I've been watching day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year, as this problem dealing with women gets worse and worse and worse. And I told y'all inevitably it's going to lead to the loss of life. And it's going to take for it to get to a high enough point where then women are going to step in and be like, okay, we have to do something. But I'm like, by the time y'all do that, it's already too late. Because you should have spoke from the beginning. Like, I've been trying to speak about it ever since I found out about these things. And I was first made aware of things like this because I have people in my family who are in relationships like this. And I was able to hear words and whispers, but, you know, being at such a young age, who's going to listen to somebody who's a teenager trying to tell adults right from wrong. No adult is going to listen to a child, and that just is what it is. So now, as an adult, I'm talking to other adults to stop adults from acting stupid. But even still, with me creating a platform, even with me having a voice and me using that voice, trying to highlight a lot of these issues, a lot of you guys are too stupid. A lot of you guys are too dumb, and you don't want to listen to what's right up until it's too late, up until you got a body at your doorstep, up until you got to now pay for a funeral, up until now you got to visit your loved one sitting lifeless in a medical room hooked on life support. And then and only then do you actually want to listen. Do you want to step up and now you want to make your presence known? Now you want to step in and do something. You want to rah, 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 rah. Now you want to do all of that, which is crazy. But you didn't want to do all of this in the beginning. You didn't want to have all of this caring in the beginning when you saw the bruises, when you saw the signs, when you saw the symptoms, when you saw the arguments, when you saw the holes on the wall, when you saw all of the normal signs of DV. You didn't want to say or do anything. You want to wait up until you got to put somebody 6 feet in order to actually care. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.